I'm extremely excited about the future. There is now a lot of emphasis on accessible by design. The major tech companies, Google, Microsoft, Apple and others have invested a lot in building in accessibility into their applications and devices. I see AI increasingly playing a role, helping to make adjustments to content and supporting people who may need support processing information, as well as helping to generate content. I saw a demo last year where they built a web interface to help someone who couldn't write very well compose an email. It allowed a person to enter the text in their broken English, and the AI rewrote that text into a formal email. It wasn't perfect, but potentially it meant that person could send an email that would be understandable to others. I think too, our traditional idea of a user interface is evolving. I think we are going to see more voice-driven systems, as well as mixed reality, which is going to add some interesting challenges. So far, we have only really had to worry about does it work on a computer and a mobile. Soon that could be 3 or 4 modalities. I think we are not that far, possibly 10 years, away from the use of more widespread human-computer interfaces, where data can be read from, and even sent to the brain and other parts of the body. This means you would be able to control or write something just by thinking. And perhaps, a slightly scary prospect, but have computers be able to directly push data into the brain. They do it already with cochlear implants. However, in the distant future you could in theory potentially download knowledge directly into your brain. I also think accessible technology will be far more mainstream than a specialist application. I don't think you will ever not have specialized assistive technology, but there will be more natively within devices and systems. I have seen this with the smart home technology. 10 or 15 years ago it would cost many thousands of pounds to adapt a house so that someone with a disability can open the blinds or turn on a light. Now for a couple of £100 anyone can have that. I do think we are entering, if we are not already there, a time when it's less about the technology, and more about what and how it is used. I think there is something exciting about that. It's like now we have this huge set of Lego blocks, now what do we want to make, and perhaps more significantly, how do we want to make it? It's one thing to create a solution that solves a problem, it's something else to do it in a way that is inclusive and accessible. I think if you get it right, you won't just create solutions, but revolutions. I said it earlier, technology is part of me, it's how I connect to people, to the world, enabling me to function and contribute. Inclusive design and accessibility shouldn't just be about meeting regulations. Nor is it purely a disability accommodation, it is truly for everyone. Predictive text and autocorrect were first used in systems like I use, to help people who can't speak compose their messages faster. Now that technology is available in every mobile phone in the world and used by billions. There are many other accessibility features that huge sections of the population would find useful. It's also important because it allows for a richer world. Think for a moment, one of the greatest minds of the 20th century, Stephen Hawking, would have been trapped, silenced, all that contribution to the scientific world never realized, if it wasn't for assistive and accessible technology. Plus, there is a huge market both in talent pool and purchasing power that it would not be good business to exclude people who need more inclusive and accessible systems.